Welcome back to All Shops, Great and Small. On today's episode, we're going to talk about generators. Because if you live in north central Pennsylvania, God's country, you either have a generator or you're without power now and then. 1945 was the first power we had at the farm here. My grandfather bought this engine. This is a Briggs & Stratton ZZ Briggs. It ran a 32 volt direct current generator which charged 16 glass case 2 volt batteries. It ran, these are 32 volt light bulbs and direct current, so they'll last forever. Even this one is still functional if you can find 32 volt DC current. We only had the generator and the batteries for 2 years, and then 1947 the REC came up here, and it certainly changed Cascade and changed this area for anybody who lived up here, because winters would be real tough up here without electricity. We're going to skip ahead about 20 years here to a more modern generator. This is a Honda E40. This was first shown at the New York World's Fair in '67, and it was introduced along with the Sony Mini TV, and they were introduced together, this running the Mini TV. This is 40 watts. That's one 40-watt light bulb. Not a lot of electric power, but it's a 4-stroke engine, and this is a very rare little generator. It was the very first one that American Honda brought into the United States.
This is Fish Camp. This is a place where we come for calm contemplation. That being the case, rather remote, no electricity.
When considering a generator, sizing is the most important thing. I had a customer come in and say, "They're shutting my power off, I need a generator." Well, I asked, "What do you need to run?" They said, "Well, I have a hoagie shop." "Do you have an electric French fryer?" "I have 3 of them." That's 15,000 watts. They thought this was the one they needed. That's 2,000 watts. Typically, a place like that could be 35,000 watts. That's 2 gallons an hour of fuel. People have no idea sometimes the value of the public electric power. This is a typical electric system with all things considered. I use 2 deep cycle wheelchair batteries, 750 watt converter, and if I'm here and listening to the music and running the lights, I don't have to run the generator at all, and not for weeks. Sometimes I have one small solar panel on the roof, but this hybrid system allows me to run the generator and run a power saw, or anything that you can plug into a 110 volt socket, you can run with this generator. Just one of them though, but not when I'm running off batteries. When I'm running off batteries, that's 750 watts. Amps times volts equals watts. I won't get deep into it, but that's the thing to remember when when I see a tailgate with one of these with a big strip plugged in and everybody with their crock pots plugged in, that's shortening the life of the generator. And I understand that this is not proper to have a generator built into the wall and all that, but some of my designs will allow stupidity to shine brighter and quicker. I'm sorry, my friend Harv said sarcasm isn't allowed. But when dealing with electricity, the difficulty some people have seems to have no limits. From all shops, great and small, north central Pennsylvania, God's country, have a nice day.